Hello everyone, and welcome to The Breakdown with AP, an in-depth look at some of EuroLeague's best players. I'm Alec Peters, also known as AP. I'm a former second-round NBA draft pick, a EuroLeague champion in 2019 with CSKA Moscow, and I'm a current member of the first-place team in EuroLeague, Anadolu Efes. I'm going to be giving you guys a special look at EuroLeague's top talent through detailed film breakdowns and highlights. So let's get started, let's watch, let's learn together, let's get to it. Welcome to The Breakdown. This episode is a very special one and probably will be one of my favorite breakdowns that I do during this series. Today we are taking a look at who I think is the most decorated American player in EuroLeague history. That would be CSKA Moscow captain Kyle Hines. He's a four-time EuroLeague champion, twice with Olympiacos and twice with CSKA, a two-time EuroLeague Best Defender Award winner, a part of 8 league championships throughout Germany, Greece, and Russia, and recently was named to the EuroLeague All-Decade team for the past decade of 2010 to 2020. The list goes on in terms of achievements and accolades, and that kind of success isn't by accident. Kyle may be undersized, but his IQ, athleticism, and versatility make up for it and make him one of the best at his position. He's known to be a top-class defensive player, but in this breakdown, I'm actually going to get into what makes him so impactful on the offensive end with his playmaking and awareness as the roll man in the pick and roll. It's time to get into it. Here we go. Most of these clips here are going to show Kyle in a pick and roll situation as the roll man. And what I really want to highlight as I let this first clip run here is that Kyle is one of the best with his awareness and being able to read and play make out of a pick and roll situation as the roll man. So you're going to see as this play progresses and we let it go all the way through one time. Kyle receives the ball, knows where the help is coming, finds the open man. Let's run it back and watch it all again. You're going to see Kyle kind of hangs around that free throw line area because he's always ready to set the ball screen. And right here, we're going to get kind of the final action. Sets it. Now Kyle's going to receive a pocket pass right here from the guard and what I call the short roll. And when we're talking about the short roll, it's putting Kyle receiving the ball with about maybe 1, maybe 2 dribbles until he has to get to the basket. A typical roll man would get all the way to the rim before he would receive the ball. But this is the short roll, meaning that he's rolled short, received the ball, and now he's making a play out of it. When Kyle gets the ball in the paint area here, his awareness is so great, he always knows where the help is coming from. Now he's got 3 guys collapsing on him, and Nikita Kurbanov does a really good job of cutting out of the corner towards the basket. And Kyle always makes the right play, finds the open man out of the short roll in that first clip. You're going to see a similar theme in all of these clips really with Kyle when he's receiving the ball on the short roll and the pick and roll. He always knows where the help defender is coming from. So here we go with another clip. As we get the ball at the floor here, we run all the way through one time. Here we go. Kyle's got the ball in the middle of the floor. Mike James is going to come for a handoff. Kyle rolls, knows where the help's coming from, finds the open man. Darren Hilliard makes a great play out of the corner there. So let's watch it all again from the beginning, and we'll break it down. Here we go, we're going to get this ball up the floor here. And this is another great thing too, as we're going to see. Another thing Kyle does really well is he's really good to use in the middle of the floor because he makes the right play. He's good with the dribble, he's good with the attack. He can attack his man off the dribble if he sees an open space. And part of what makes him so great, being undersized, is that he's athletic, he's strong, and he can handle the ball pretty well. And what you see many times, he pushes the break when he gets a rebound. But right here, he's in the middle of the floor. As we progress, handoff, does a good job of rerouting the defender of Mike James so that he has to go over, creating a nice little pass to him on the roll. Now he knows right here that the help is coming from the bump on the strong side, meaning if I back it up just a little bit, when we get this pick and roll to happen right here, you got 2 people on the left side and we got a single side pick and roll action. So Darren Hilliard's man, who's in that right corner right now, is going to come and try and stop Kyle on the roll. Kyle, knowing this, doesn't even need to dribble really. He just quick pass to the corner, knowing that man helped off, creates an easy scoring opportunity for his teammate. When we talk about having a high basketball IQ and having really good awareness on the court, it's something that Kyle's obviously had over the course of his career, but this clip I think is going to really illustrate and show you guys what I mean when you watch it. And it's something really, really just small detailed that someone like him, there's not many guys at his position that are able to do it the way he does it, and what makes him so great to play with and why he's been so successful. So you're going to see it one time here. And it looks kind of simple, but as I go back and break it down, I'm going to show you what makes it right here. Such a smart thing that Kyle does in this situation. Here we go. We're going to get into the initial action here, where Mike James is going to come, get the ball at the top of the key, pick and roll. Now, as this pick and roll happens and I pause it, so Kyle's going to stop around this free throw line area. And the reason he's going to do this is because he kind of sees that there's two guys on Mike. There's a guy at the rim. The four-man is right now trying to seal his man off at the rim. So Kyle can't necessarily roll to the rim for an open pass. So he's making himself available right now in case there's a trap on Mike and that he needs to be available for a pass to maybe swing, maybe attack the basket and create out of that. So you see right here, he's stopping. He's not finishing his roll. He's going to stop right here and make himself available. Now, what makes it even great as we go further here is as he sees his man start to recover back to him, Kyle slips in behind as Mike continues to attack, making himself available at the rim for the finish. I want to see it one more time. It's something so small, but if you kind of look at why he's doing it, it makes it such a smart play for him and spacing purposes. He's just so good at finding those little pockets here and there. So right here, as we play it all the way through, you see him hesitate right there, make himself available if need be, slips in behind the defense. Here in this clip, we're going to see an empty side pick and roll where Kyle again is going to catch on the short roll and make a decision. And we're going to see, this is kind of a team thing as well, that Seska, Coach Atudis, the players just have such a great feel for each other that they know when to cut. And you're going to see it kind of unfold right here. Kyle again, short roll, hits the cutter for the nice dunk. So let's replay it one more time. It happens pretty quick. We're going to get the ball in bounds. And when we get into the action right here, when I say empty side pick and roll, I mean the entire right side of the floor is used just to play the pick and roll between Janis Strelniks and Kyle Hines right here on the right side. So almost a step-up screen. Again, Kyle's going to catch on the short roll. Like I said before, he's 1-2 dribbles away from the basket, meaning he's got to make a play now. And now it becomes a numbers game. He knows that he's got his defender beat, the guy on the ball's defender beat. He's basically reading the backside help defenders, the two forwards for Barcelona there under the rim, to see who commits to him and where the open player is going to be. Now the bottom guy commits. There's a cut out of the corner, and that's by design, by those players knowing how to play with each other. And he's able to sneak a bounce pass in for the cutting Nikita for a nice dunk. Next clip, we're going to see a play that not many guys at Kyle's position, and nonetheless guys, can make in general out of a pick and roll situation where they're at the rim, able to turn their body and make a pass. And you're going to see what I mean right here. Kyle's not going to catch on the short roll this time. He's going to catch, ready to attack, and he just knows, he just has a knack for finding the open man. So let's replay it. Here comes a pick and roll with Kyle, Mike James. Now, he's not going to catch on the short roll. If I pause it here, if he was going to catch on the short roll, he would have caught it by now, and he would make his dribble attack into his creation. He's going to catch in the lane, and when you catch in the lane like this, a big man should always think score, score, score. If nobody stops me, I'm scoring this ball. He knows that there's a bottom defender, meaning he's got two wide open players on the backside, and he's basically going to read what the Basconi defender does outside that paint. Who's he going to commit to? Now, Kyle thinks he's going to the corner right now, and he looks that way, trying to throw the Basconi defender off as to which way to go. And as you can see, the defender is deflecting that way, thinking he's going to go to that corner. He looks it off, makes a great pass up to the wing for the open three. See a similar play now as to the last one, where Kyle's going to look off where he's going to find the open man. Here we go. We're going to get into it. We're going to get a guard to come up to the wing, catch. We're going to play the pick and roll. Kyle's going to catch. Subtle pass fake to the open man for the shot. Let's replay it. Let's go back and break it down. Here we go. We got Mike James with the ball. We're going to get into a set here where we're going to bring Darren Hilliard up to the left wing. And they're going to play a four-corner pick and roll out of this. Now right here, we're going to get the spacing right. Johannes Voigtman's going to space to the left corner to kind of give 4-corner spacing, meaning 2 wings, 2 corners. Kyle's going to immediately get the pocket pass here from Darren Hilliard. And Will Clyburn's cutting out of the corner right now. And Will's one of the best cutters in EuroLeague. So right now, Kyle's thinking, okay, I may have a lob to the rim for Will. Knowing he's seeing the defender committing right now off of Mike James, he's like, okay, I'm in the air, but I know what decision I need to make. I'm going to look off this pass to the rim. And I'm going to find Mike over there wide open on the wing. Now let's see it one more time. I'm going to fast forward it to the part. Here we go. One of the great things about big men in general is that the ability to create is so rare to find. And the one thing Kyle, I think, with his IQ and his versatility does so well is he's always in attack mode. You see right here, he's always hard dribble downhill. He's not hesitating. He knows if nobody stopped me, I'm going to get to the rim. So it's always a hard dribble to make the defender commit. And you see the defender commits almost at the free throw line. So right now, Kyle is basically giving himself 2 options. He's got to pass to the rim, and he's got to pass to the wing. And he's just making somebody else make a decision for him. He's making the defender from Munich right now make the decision for him by taking that hard dribble. If he was to hesitate, then both those defenders would have been staying put. They wouldn't have committed as soon. But we get an open shot. As always, I've got a play in here that we're going to use as a teaching point. And we're going to play it, let it play all the way through one time, and then we're going to go back and we're going to learn from it here. And this is kind of a typical set that a lot of basketball teams will run for continuity, so we're going to replay it here. As we saw, it kind of results in a bad shot turnover. Kyle's going to get into kind of a pick and pop, and the intention here is to have a cutter on the left wing there. Nikita Kurbanov's going to cut, and Kyle's going to go into a DHO dribble handoff on the left side there with the guy in the left corner. Right here, Kyle thinks he has the open lane. Right here, he should realize that his man is still cutting. Nikita is still cutting towards the basket, leaving kind of no gap for him to attack with his left hand. Kyle should just go into that DHO on the left side and continue the play. But right here, he's kind of dribbling up his own player's back and up the own defender from Munich's back right there. Kind of creates a little bit too much of a cluster and results in kind of a broken play, a little bit of a bad play. But let's watch it one more time. We're going to see it right here. The teaching point here is right here when he catches the ball, maybe take a little pause, a little second to realize the action of this play is to have the cutter happen, have the DHO happen on the left side. And right now we don't always need to be in attack mode right here. We can continue to play with the DHO. But we've seen it numerous times where Kyle's made a play out of that pop. Maybe he gets back to his right hand, and right here he's going to scoop under the defender with his right hand layup. But right here, a little bit of a broken play, just something to learn from. Kyle's already super deadly when he catches that ball in the short roll. But right here, we're going to see an option that could make him even more of just an absolute threat out of it. And this isn't going to be the result that we want here. He's actually going to miss this shot, but you're going to see as we play it through, I actually really like this right here from him. I actually like him stepping up, no hesitation, taking that shot. So let's break it down one time as we go back from the beginning. Initial attack and transition isn't there. Here we go. Kyle's going to come in. And here we have, again, a similar situation as we've seen before. We got a ball screen with 2 players on the left side and 1 on the right. So it's creating a single tag situation. The guy in the right corner that's playing defense has to choose whether or not to come and bump Kyle on the roll or to stay with his man that should be moving up. So here, Kyle's going to get the ball in the short roll right here. Now, Kyle usually attacks with his right hand, tries to bully in for a layup or makes a play out of it. But I actually like this right here, this decision for him to stop, rise up, and shoot this with confidence. And even though it's not the result you're looking for, we're going to play one more time. It's just adding another threat and another option for him as a pick and roll player, as a guy that thrives and creates super well off of that short roll situation. So here we are. Kyle starts knocking that down. He's going to become even more of a beast out of the pick and roll. Last clip I have here, and you know I always try to end on a great clip, something memorable, a memorable play from the season. And this one's got to be pretty memorable for Kyle here. So he's actually, end of the clock, going to step up and hit this 3 right here. And what makes that so memorable as we watch it again, this is actually his very first three-point make in his illustrious EuroLeague career right here. Steps it up, knocks it down like he's been shooting threes his whole career. I'm loving it, and I'm sure he was absolutely loving it too. There you have it with the Kyle Hines episode of The Breakdown with AP, the most decorated American in EuroLeague history right there. Thank you to Kyle for being a part of this. We have more great players coming up, so stay tuned. See you guys next time.